Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is a very short guide for people who do better on their own. A lot of self-help advice assumes that Homo sapiens is a social animal. Well, under-considered is the smaller group that prefers to go, largely at least, solo. And this little talk attempts a bit of remedy. First, regarding your work life. Even if the current decline in COVID is causing your boss to ask employees to come back to the office, your boss may be more open than in the past to your working at home, at least part-time. But do provide any needed reassurance. For example, having worked at home during the pandemic, it's becoming clear to me that I'm at least as productive at home as in the office, in that I don't have to waste energy getting dressed up, sitting in a long commute, and I'm not distracted by socializing coworkers. If your boss resists, Plan B might be to ask for a 1-week trial. Another approach for what I call soloists is to work with animals. A few examples: wildlife management, entomology, that is insects, which are crucial in agriculture and environmental stuff. Animal husbandry at zoos, aquariums, animal sanctuaries, or farms. I'm not including veterinary work here because sensitive interaction with the animal owner is often essential. Or work with plants. There's landscape design and landscape architecture, irrigation systems, plant hybridizing, soil science, environmental science, farming, and forest or range management. Some self-employment has limited people contact. For example, selling a product on eBay, Etsy, or Amazon. Because so much stuff is already available, you might want to pick an unusual micro-niche with a small but enthusiastic following. For example, Buddhist-art.com has been selling Buddhist sculpture, amulets, and netsuke, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, for 16 years. I think it's Nesuke or something like that. Anyway, Cackle Hatchery, now cacklehatchery.com, has been selling peacock chicks since 1936. Now some thoughts about relationships for people who prefer to go mainly solo. Few people want to be completely solo. The most common version is someone who dates occasionally, sees friends and family occasionally, and in short bursts, for example, an hour for coffee rather than a weekend getaway. The problem is that many soloists feel guilty about that, or they feel pressure from a romantic partner or family to be more social. Of course, in a relationship, some compromise is necessary, but just because your nature is to be more solo doesn't mean you need to too often capitulate. Sometimes the wording that you use to respond to an entreaty to be more social can help. For example, as you may know, I get drained at long social events, and I often don't wear well on lots of people. How do you feel about you and I going separately and I'll arrive, say, 20 minutes late? Or even, you're giving me dispensation to not go this time. Now a few words about recreation for the solo-oriented. Solo recreations can go beyond art and music and individual sports, like painting or playing an instrument. For example, there's collecting. Of course, there's the old standard stamp collecting, maybe specializing in a particular country or theme. Since the text of this is going to be on psychology today, you might specialize in psychology stamps. For example, there is a Dorothea Dix stamp and a Sigmund Freud stamp. And you can acquire quite a collection inexpensively. If you have more discretionary income, you could, for example, collect geodes, those beautiful slices of rock that have semi-precious stones in them, like amethysts, or sports memorabilia, or plants of a particular type, such as orchids, miniature roses, or the little-known but beautiful gerbera. Supermarkets sell all three of those for a modest amount, and there is an ever-changing variety available. The takeaway? Options do abound for the soloist. It mainly requires self-acceptance, choosing a largely solo path that otherwise fits you, and then, with calm confidence, or at least outwardly calm confidence, explaining why you believe it's wise to take that road less traveled. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.